Why, hello, my darlings. IronPsycho here. And here we are back for another episode of Perfect Date. I won't lie, I'm eating again. I know it's like taboo for YouTubers to. Aw, now I know why this music sounds familiar. It reminds me of a part of the intro for Figment. But we're here for another episode. I actually ended up really liking this. I hope you guys had too. Um, just really quick. Okay, no, my music's just really loud. Right. Chapter 1, Squidoo. Continue. 18 endings, holy cow. Alright, I wish to research. We left off with, shoot, McMurphy? Yeah, McMurphy, and we, like, dated him a lit. Drank a little bit. Research 5. Rowdy kitties. It's really bad that I'm eating, because this type of, oh my god, game requires me to, like, talk. It's a sunny afternoon. Most of the cats are lazy on the beach. Perfect. Like shooting fish in a barrel. I double-checked my supply list. Crate, treats, sedatives, snare, catnip, antiseptic cream for myself. I've got everything. I have a sick feeling my tummy, but I can read the best as I can. Why? It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm pleased that the professor is trusting me with even more than physical tasks. I need to throw this away. Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. I need to throw this away. Crap. Alright, hold on guys, hold on. Cool. That worked. I still need to throw another thing away though. Anyways, walked onto the beach feeling like the child catcher. I keep reminding myself that I'm doing this for the greater good, even if it makes me unpopular with cats. I set the crate in the unsuspecting location and keep the snare hidden behind my back. At first I stroll around, trying to look for as casual as possible, whistling a tune as I walk. Why couldn't you just pick up some? I get close to one of the smaller cats and start to stroke her. I want this to be as painless as possible. The cats respond well to me. She even starts to purr gently. Aww, kitty. Goody. Are you going to come with me? The cat looks at me. Looks at me with big, wide, loving eyes. Come on then. I pick up the cat, carry her to the crate, and place her gently inside. Aw, see, kitty. I lock and shut, even though the cat makes no attempt to escape. Well, no one better things about this. Maybe a good day after all. Emboldened by my success, I approach one of the lightly larger cats. Hey, matey. Shall we get into the basket? I give him a little stroke. He doesn't respond badly, although he doesn't seem particularly interested either. I put my hands on either side of his body, ready to pick him up. He doesn't look too happy, but growls at morning at me. Hey, mister, it's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna run a little trip, alright? As soon as I start to lift, all hell breaks loose. Yelling in his he scratches my arms to ribbons. This is why you wear long sleeves. I try to get him to the basket, but he scratches out and I can't fit him in. Ow, no. I know when I'm defeated, I have to let him go. He scampers off into the distance. I look down at my ravaged arms. Again? Yes, see? There you go. It's the first thing. You're gonna deal with cats. You gotta wear protection. It's like 101. Whether you're like dealing with them vet-wise or like dealing with them, like, just playing with them. Sort. Oh crap, my food's falling apart. What shall I do today? Recon! Recon 4. That security guard I met when I ran might be a good lead. Time to talk. Time for a bit of interrogation work. I've been staring at the beach. I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time now. Too long. I'm starting to feel creepy. I just don't understand it. All he does is sit there and then chirp as a dog, eating egg sandwiches. Ooh. And doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become a security guard of a place like this? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting About to make sure nothing unauthorized gets on our alphabet. Pick up supplies, deliveries, and occasionally take a long, lazy lap of the island to make sure everything's secure. It's actually a pretty legit job. I'd do what he was doing. Wonder what he knows about the research that goes on here. If anything, he doesn't seem to get interested. Regardless, I decided it's time to get to know the island bouncer and join him at the dock. I sit next to Zane, me on the sand, him in that chair. He's not wearing his big coat. Short sleeve shirt allows me to notice the first time how surprisingly muscular he is. I never truly thought of him as security in the bodyguard sense, but now, squinting at him sideways, trying not to stare too obviously, I begin to see him as a new light. I pluck the courage to talk. Hey Zane, how are you?
Are you trying to start a conversation?
He says without looking up from his crossword puzzle. I suppose I am. Yes, I don't get to chat to humans much in my job.
Research Assistant 125.
He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh yes, I guess that's me. So what does the number stand for? You don't know? Really? He asked monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle. No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. That's an evident lack of intel sharing on this project.
Which project would that be?
This one, the whole research project that's going on. Is there more than one?
Depends on who you ask.
I was asking you. Really?
Understand your job.
I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to. What do you care about? Zane looks at me for the first time.
You really want to talk, don't you?
Well, there's not much else to do here besides. I'm interested in it all, aren't you? My interest consists of what's for dinner and what's my next puzzle book coming. When's it coming? You get it delivered? Comes with the mail. He's back to not looking at me again. The mail? You mean the parcels? And the letters, yeah. The letters. Who in the would go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here? We have email. I laugh, but Zane looks very serious. It's safe for sending mail the old-fashioned way. With email, there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists. I get the feeling he's not very tech-savvy. Yeah, but anyone can open and read a letter, right? Not if I'm around. Besides, who'd suspect that something important would be in a fragmented pink envelope? There's an awkward silence, of course. Being my usual social inept self, I'm desperate to fill it. Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I can even do the crypt puzzle in the Daily Inquirer. The lion usually gives me a little kudos, but Zane simply ignores me. I decided to just come on and say that what's on my mind. I mean, you can't make things more awkward than they already. Zane, have you noticed anything strange going on around Krug's behaving weirdly? Zane suddenly looks up, his eyes locked straight at me, unwavering. No. Have you? Well, not exactly, but he is looking at me properly for the first time since we met. I have definitely captured his attention, but I'm too nervous to follow through. I'm just being silly. Lack of human companion can get to me. Gives me daft ideas, such as he's staring at me as though he's trying to read my mind. Sometimes when I'm out tagging, I feel like they're playing games on me, like children, hide and seek, that kind of thing. Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us give them credit for. That's my turn to know. In what way? They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink. Hey, no, excuse me, I don't burn. Yep, the moment, if there was one, is over. I said that Zane is the best person to talk about my concerns. About my concerns. Feeling unwanted and slightly dejected, I decided to head back to CAt. I stand up and brush sand off me. What's a 5-letter word for solitude? Alone. A-L-O-N-E. Alright, cool. Silently scribbles in the book as I leave. I did not cheat, by the way. I was actually literally thinking what would be a good word. I wish to rest. Actually, what happens if I romance and then rest? You look a little tired. You only have one heart remaining. If you choose to continue, it will... Okay. Choose again. Rest. Alright, at least I know. I should have read the rest, by the way. You had a lovely nap and wake up feeling revitalized. Your energy should be restored. Magic! Snoofy boot, no! Why you hurt? No. Aww. A slow day today, but I've got to organize a few samples on the previous field trips. Today I'm in the lab doing flora. It's not the most exciting job, but if I keep my head down, I can get through it quick enough. It really just consists of unpacking the new samples of plants and flowers. That the professor, that the professor and I have collected on our foraging expeditions, and logging them in the database of organic substances on the computer. Most of them are commonplace plants that grow abundantly in the forest, but occasionally we come across something more rare, exotic even. One of the samples I'm looking at today is Calendula. Oh crap. Calendula incarna martinima. I'm gonna assume I said that right. Which is very interesting indeed. I can't help but speculate that it's been cultivated in the marigold little greenhouse and then transported to open ground. I'm distracted momentarily with the sound of clicking glass, and I turn to see a beautifully manicured paw of a sphinx cat tapping on the beaker, touching it furiously close to the edge of the counter. Oh no, Kitty, no! Boots, stop that, you're not supposed to be in here. She laughs as though I had a joke. That's a frightfully pretty flower. Moderningana martiana, if I'm not mistaken. You never cease to amaze me, Boots. How on earth did you know that? Why, I make it my business to know all rare and valuable works of art. What? Why not? It was created like a sculpture of a painting. The marigolds are true artists in the garden. Ah, I wonder if they had something to do with this. It's so unusual, even if it's a natural swampy habitat, but to have it grow here in the forest is very out of the ordinary. Yes, its properties are extraordinary to a human. Well, I'm quite new to the botanical science, so I probably don't know the half of it. Why don't you fill me in? Although I'm always happy to facilitate your learning here, I simply can't stay here a moment longer. They're so stale, don't you find? I know her sideways glances after nose. Let's get to the beach and drink some coconut water. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Snoots, I'm not going anywhere until I finish this. Don't be ridiculous. You can think about it any time, but the sun will be gone in an hour or two. I'm not tinkering. This is my job. If I don't get it done, the professor will not know why. Then explain to him you had better things to do. Snooty booty, I won't tell you again. If he catches you, Popper will cage you. Be careful with that flower, human. It doesn't do to inhale the fragrance too deeply. What? To announce why she flounced out. Knocking the beaker into a swish of her tail, and she does. You did that on purpose. And she's gone now, leaving me clearing up broken glass. Snooty Booty? Will you let me be friends with you, Snooty Booty? Was I supposed to be friends with her first? I feel bad. No. Cool. A strange message in the middle of the night. Doesn't anyone in the island sleep? Hold on, catalog. Alright, here my catalog beeping. I presume it's the professor. I tumble out of the bed half asleep and fumble around looking for the device. Why is it not near you? I look at the screen, my eyes struggling to focus. The message isn't from the professor at all. There's no contact information. Come outside. Who is this? Come outside. Whoa, this texting is... I'm gonna do it. The officer when he's prompting question. Should I do what the message tell me? I have no choice. My curiosity is outside the feeling of something important to learn from a stranger, so I throw my clothes and crawl out my tent. It doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Anyone out there? Here? My catalog beeps again. Walk to the edge of the forest. I'm not going any further until you tell me who you are. Walk into the edge of the forest. No. Walk into the edge of the forest. Walk into the edge of the... Okay, stop it. By now I realize I've walked to the edge of the forest. At the edge of the forest, I see something around. As I get closer, it becomes clear that it's a small posse of flowers. I gingerly pick them up and notice that several of the flowers' heads are missing. Beeps again.
Follow the petals.
And that's when I see the trail of little orange petals, the same color as the bouquet I'm holding. Alright, I've come this far, no turning back now. I begin to walk. I'm nervous, I call out, "Hello?" No answer, louder this time. "Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Who is that?"
Who goes there?
"Major? Is that you? Floofy Boot?"
I really wish you wouldn't call me that, human. What on earth are you doing? Think you're playing at corvating around the forest in the dead of night, causing a ruckus.
"Oh, Major, you don't know how pleased I am to see you. I need your help."
And this can't wait until a civilized hour.
I'm gonna give him that voice, because it's less strain on my throat. "I'm afraid he can. I'm not the one insinuating this. I've been getting messages from an anonymous source asking me to follow them into the forest. Look, they even left this trail."
Ah, Calendula maritiama. Marigolds. However, the sign they are said to represent creativity, though some believe them to be symbols of cruelty and grief.
Your knowledge is always so impressive, but I have to say, on this occasion, it's not very comforting.
Floofy Boo goes striding off with purpose. Come along then, Squid. Are we going to follow this trail or not?
I shuffle awkwardly behind him.
Before the sun comes up, then.
We continue on for a short while, and notice that the petals are getting more sparse. It's become more difficult to see them until eventually they seem to run out, and we find ourselves in a small clearing.
Well, it appears somebody has been playing a joke on you, Squid.
I sadly agree. This has been nothing but a wild goose chase. Seems so, Major. Sorry for dragging you into this. Let's go back to the beds before releasing any more precious news now. I turn to Floofy Boot and notice his back is arched and his fur is puffed up, making him look more floofy than usual. Something wrong, Major?
You tell me, human. Does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you?
Amongst the dread rock piles, I notice a small, contrived-looking cairn. Floofy Boot's right. It looks far from natural. That looks to me like it's asking to be inspected, Major.
Well, get to it, Squid. You're the one with the thumbs.
Repeatedly dismantled the small mound, rock by rock. It's not until the foundation stone is removed that we find a manila envelope. Major, look, it's a letter.
Looks rather large for a letter, my dear. I think you ought to open it.
Oh, or back here or back at the base?
Have you got this far? I only think it's fair that I have equal share of the spoils.
Yes, perhaps we should look it now, Major. As I'm speaking, I have torn into the envelope.
Well, out with it.
It looks like drawings.
What sort of drawings?
I'm not sure, but they look quite old, antique even.
But do they have value, human?
Oops, I went to the other voice.
Well, do they have value, human?
Probably to someone. They appear to be sketches of people here on the island, but I don't recognize anyone. Why would someone leave these to me?
How would you know they were meant to find them?
Because we followed the trail and led us here.
Actually, the trail ended a while back.
Really?
This could be a mere coincidence. I hardly see.
Oh, man. Major.
I hardly see.
Maybe I should do that voice. I don't know if I should. At least so that way I don't go towards the high-pitched sound that I did for the other one.
Actually, the trail ended a while back. This could be a mere coincidence. I hardly see the intrigue in a few scribbles. They show no artistic flair at all.
Even so, I'm gonna hang on to these to see if they prove relevant to whatever mystery is unfolding here on this island. Floofy Boot rolls his eyes.
You really ought to focus more on the clues that matter, instead of running around in the middle of the night on a wild goose chase.
Let's head back before anybody discovers you're missing. I roll up the drawings stuck in the waistband. I will study them when I have more time. I think Floofy Butt is probably right. I don't want to miss a trick. Get some rest now, Squid. Finally, a sensible suggestion. I'd after Floofy Boot struggling to keep up. I really need some sleep. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum.
was probably supposed to romance her first. We're like before I napped.
I'm sweltering in the mess tent. Technically, for me to get cooked to eat on the hottest day so far, I step out a moment to try to catch some air. Psst. I'm not sure if I really heard something, or if the dehydration is getting me. I take a swig from the water bottle. Hey, aren't you gonna share, Kara? Oh, McMurphy, that was you. Sing. I don't know how to feel about saying that. What are you suggesting, Kara? I'm only using the designated literate areas. Ha!
Sing.
Murph, you're incorrigible. You know exactly what I meant. Oof, talking. Come on, Kara, never mind all that. We have work to do. I am working. I'm supposed to be cooking this for everyone. I mean work as in of the adventuring variety. Of course you do. Oh, come on, don't be such a bore. I'm sorry, McMurphy, I can't. I'm very busy here. It's going to take a few hours to defrost and process meat from the mainland. Well, if you come with me, you may end up writing a much tastier dish in half the time. What do you say, Kara? You up for the Karek? What are you saying? You mean I should just bunk off? That's the spirit. Strip off your apron. Let's hit the trail. But I just can't. What if someone comes looking for me? You don't know, I've gone fishing. Maybe. See, I overcame with a moment of madness. Okay, then. You wild Irish rover, I'm all yours. Whoa. And now there's a thought. Before I can answer, he slunk into the thicket in the forest behind the clay-looking pits. I wipe off my apron and follow behind. Wait, Murphy, it's too hot to run. Then we really ought to cool ourselves off then.
I'm not jumping off that cliff.
He leads me a cliff and without worrying, takes a running jump off the ledge. I see him fly through the air and watch mesmerized as he cuts through the water. Oh no, Murphy, are you okay? Don't panic, I'm coming. I kick off my flip-flops and shorts and follow him into the water. I'm surprised at how shallow it is, and then I'm easily able to stand. Murph, where are you? I finally search around, feeling for safety, and suddenly something brushes my legs, scaring me, startling me to scream out. What's that? I look down the clear water and see McMurphy speeding along the sea bed like a shark, fast and sleek, and suddenly break up to the surface with something in his mouth. Murphy, you can swim? What on earth is that? Oh, it's a fish. I can see him smiling at you, even with a spat in my face. You can fish? He spits the fish back into the water. There truly is no end to my talents, Kara. I'm glad I gave him that voice. I don't know if it's a good voice, but I gave him the voice. You can say that again, but I have so many questions, I don't even know where to start. Catch your breath, Kara. I know I'm exhilarating company, but you need to exercise a little bit of restraint, or you'll be swooning on me next. Relax, the salt water is very buoyant. I copy McMurphy. We both lie in our bags on the surface. It's very calming and tranquil, and I'm finally able to collect my thoughts. I've realized I've not had this much clarity in a long time. This is so cool. I know, Trixie took me here first. Calls it the Ponder Pond. Oh, you can swim then. I thought cats. Before I can even finish my sentence, McMurphy cuts in. It's a common misconception that cats can't swim. As you can see, it's another thing we excel at. It's so humble too. As Nana McMurphy used to say, got a trumpet, blow it. What about the fish? Where did it come from? There are no birds or fish on this island. It's the first thing they tell you in orientation. That's because they don't know. Don't know what? It's better if I just show you. Come here, Kara, follow me. We swim for a while with McMurray leading the way with purpose, and then he stops. Oh, notice anything interesting? Well, the water is much cooler and deeper here. Anything else? Can you feel anything? See, that's the thing. It's a land full of cats. There has to be a meat source of some sort. And for an island that says that they don't have birds, there's a lot of very bird-shaped pictures on here. I stand perfectly still for a moment, begin to feel a strange sensation around my legs, like a warm trickling under the water. Murphy, are you peeing? Don't be so crude, Kara. It's a current. Look, over there. I refocus my eyes until they see that what I thought was a rocky shadow. Is it moving? It comes closer in focus, and I realize it's a shoal of small fish darting in and out of a particular spot. What is that? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Isn't it enough just to see, Kara, to experience? Do you always have to understand everything? Well, yeah, it's my job. So I am McMurphy. I'm a scientist. It's my DNA to seek and understand.
Not mine. I mean, a bit, yeah. But then to just know that it exists and it's there, just oof.
Come on then, scientist. Let's take a look closer. We move closer to the area where the fish are gathered, and I put my hand down and realize I can touch them and even pick them up. But something is stopping them from swimming further in them. We need to get going. I'm going to be in trouble if I'm away any longer, but thank you for showing me this. I'm definitely going to come back here and try to understand it.
I wouldn't waste your time, Kara.
It wouldn't be a waste. I'm committed to finding out all He got to cross me when I was speaking. I'm coming back to this particular spot. The fishes won't be here. Oh, I see. It's only at certain times and different locations. It changes all the time. There's no pattern to it either, so you just have to stick pins in the maps, Kara. I brought you here because I saw them in the morning. Chances are they'll be gone this afternoon. I should probably grab as many as I can. The disappointment has been apparent on my face. McMurphy switches lanes super fast to distract me. Okay, Kara, it's time to strip off. Huh? That t-shirt would make a lovely net. Let's go fishing.
Oh, we're going fishing.
I whip off my top and use it as a net, scoop as many fish as it's quite effective. Good idea, Murphy. Now you can rustle up the tasty fish supper in no time and you'll get joint company for next hour. Win-win, Kara. Okay, so now I have a little challenge for you. That, Kara, is music to the ears. There's a little I like more than a gauntlet throw. Well, it's hardly a gauntlet, more like a brain teaser. How am I going to explain the rest of my team this bountiful fish offering? Why tell them anything at all? Because they're going to notice that we're eating something that wasn't on the delivery list. Or the menu rado. It tastes way too fresh for something recently defrosted. You worry too much about things that really don't matter, Kara. I know he's right. I could do with listening up a bit, but this is pretty dilemma. Just tell him when a cat followed cat, found a bunch of fish and caught some. There's no purpose for this, what's the harm? Micah stops slashing around and he looks at me square in the eyes. There would be harm, Kara. Trust me on that. Obviously, I don't mean to tell him. I tell him about you or anything that would endanger any of us, just that I noticed the show of fish and took some end. You really think you can mention a phenomenon like that would be the end of it? Then you would start putting all matters of realization and disruption into place. You are touchingly naive, my friend.
Not really. We're here for the cats, not the fish.
I feel myself flush. I'm being a bit naive, but I don't like the thought of lying. So what are you suggesting? If you know so much about everything, give me a plausible story and I'll follow through. Murphy lets out wild hand splashes water at me. Now that's what I like to hear. You impetuous daredevil, you. I splash him back and furious water flying. Cheers, as we're making such resumes, no one comes to check out what's going on. After a good 10 minutes of laughter and play, we run out of steam and float in the burning warm water. Let's hear it then, Oz. What's my cover story? It's a very simple case of reason bluffing. Okay, make a simple but delicious meal, and everyone asks where you're straying from, shrug your shoulder and ask him the same question. Huh? It's all a poker face. You remain completely impassive and ask the same question. Yeah, what about that too? Where did the fish come from? They're delicious. Really? Trust me, Kara. As a cat who is forever risking one of his 9 lives, the simpler you keep it, the more they buy it. If they ask you where you got them from, you tell them the fridge. Simple. I feel quite giddy at the prospect of getting away with hers. Oh, Murph, let's get tougher. We have an abundance in no time, and I'll do a catch in the kitchen. Good time to make a tasty meal for everyone and a little extra for my feline pals. The rest. You take a lovely nap and wake up feeling revitalized. Your energy has been restored. Magic! Bite.
Why don't you love me? Damn it, I did it again.
Recon? Great. Guess I'm doing research. Once you've completed your research, your time on CAT will come to an end. Have you seen everything? No, I have more to do. I guess I'm gonna... It's too beautiful a day to be slaving in a hot lab. Oh, whoops. Wrong voice. It's too beautiful a day to be slaving in a hot lab so when Murphy invited me for a stroll, it was easy to say yes. Not that I need much incentive to spend time with him. He's very engaging company. I've come to one of my favorite spots where the cliff sweeps upward above the blue water. Suddenly, without any warning, Murphy plunges over the top of the towering rocks. I ran to the cliff's edge with my heart in my mouth to see what happened. And there is a sight I still haven't gotten used to. He's in the water, more otter than cat, waving to me to follow. Jump, Kara, jump! Sure, the water's grand. McMurphy, I'm attracted by the shrillness of my voice. McMurphy! Oh, cannot do that with that high pitch. I didn't intend it to be quite such a shriek. I was aiming for a stream of astonishment. That's so dangerous. How can you do that? Serious injury, or worse, from such a height. Oh, come on, Kara. We won't get to see the little prize I have in store. You've already surprised me enough for one day. Ha! Which of us is meant to be the pussy? I said that really weird because I was trying to read it. At this rate, I'm filled with indignance. It takes over my body, and before I know it, I'm halfway between the ledge and water, bracing for impact. This way! I am still catching my breath as McMurphy head disappears under the surface. My mind is saying, no, this is ridiculous. Get back to the island. Sit. My body is following the Irish cat. Hey, ship! My eyes take a moment to adjust, and when they do, I can hardly believe what I'm looking at. It's a ship. As we approach from the stern, it looks pretty much intact, and I can see the name of the rear port side. And though faded and worn away in its parts, the words are unmistakable. Kitty's Desire. My head is swimming to the excitement like oxygen. I flounder to the surface to catch my breath. Kitty's Desire. I feel like I know that name. McMurphy eventually bobs up to join me on the surface. Surprise! A shipwreck here? It's a very old island, Kara. A lot has happened here. But how did this ship even get here before the path was made? Hey, don't ask me, Kara. I'm just in it for the going. Oh, that's probably where he got his liquor. Smiles and dives back into the murky depths. I follow a flashing feeling. I follow a flailing flashback in comparison to Murphy's sleeping figure. I try to get closer to the wreckage. It's a big ship, likely a trading vessel. Judging from the size, it's hard to tell how old it is, but it certainly isn't modern, maybe 18th, 19th century. When we enter the ship from the huge hole in the stern, I realize that a lot of the vessel is actually on the land, and it's obvious that it ran ashore after it was damaged at sea. There's not much time to ponder the mechanism of what happened, as McMurphy is tugging at my t-shirt with his right paw, while gesturing to his other paw outstretched to the cabin he wants me to enter. I'm grateful the air trapped inside and gasp for breath. Hey, Kara, look. Hang on. Let me catch my... But he's already tucked into the next cell. How is he not out of breath? I realize his ability to swim underwater is usually strong, but he barely breaks the surface at all. In here, through the hole. He sounds really excited as I enter. I see why. There in the center of the cabin is a chest. It's wedged between the wall and surprisingly well-preserved writing desk. The only thing preventing it from falling and buried is the sand. A treasure chest? I sound like a giddy child and feeling embarrassed. But McMurphy joins in my glee, and suddenly we're cheering and laughing together. Go and open it, Kara. Okay. What are you waiting for? The key? Does it need one? Well, of course it does. Murphy's locked treasure chest. Can you just not break the lock? Who do you think I am? Houdini? I don't know about that, but I know you're a very clever scientist whose thirst for knowledge matches the thirst for calm. So you get yours and I'll go get mine. The muggy grin. Before darting to the next cabin, I hear the familiar clicking bottle shortly after. I decide to try the lock anyways while McMurphy is getting his. I look around for something, anything I can cover it with. I'm disappointed everything except the chest and desk must have been washed away long ago. Well, I have to come back with some sort of tool to tackle this lock, Murphy. Here comes a response. McMurphy's always still busy with his looting and pillaging, so I decide to swim to the beach to get a better look at the wreck from land. When I can take the scenery properly, I can make out what looks like a large Another large ship just a bit further down the beach. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. One huge sea fish flying its way in the island is strange enough, but two meeting the same unhappy fate is more than my brain can process. The proximity of the pair would suggest a collision of some kind, possibly the second vessel could have been a pirate ship. Maybe it was attacking the merchant vessel. I get the feeling I'm looking at the collision of a very interesting story here. I wonder why Professor Palmer didn't tell me about it. Obviously, he must be aware of the two vessels. My nose for intrigue started to twitch, and I'm burning to know more. I decided to take some of the debris, splinters, and small chunks of metal and pocket it for later in the analysis into the lab. When I'm satisfied that I've thoroughly combed the beach for specimens and salvaged anything of interest, I realized that I haven't seen McMurphy for a while. My heart stopped and the hair on my neck stands on end. How could I have been so wrapped up in work that I neglected to keep telling my friend? McMurphy! I met with the sands in still water. I ran back toward Kitty Desire, my heart thumping. McMurphy! I jumped in the sea and swam back to the stern ship. There doesn't seem to be any life around here. I break the surface with a choke and try to call out again, but my throat is hoarse and full of salt water. Catch sight of a shore out of the corner of my eye, crawling along the seabed. I dive under to get a better look and see instantly that it's Irish cat stalking crawling as if he were on land. I cling and grab him by the scruff of the neck and drag him back to shore. McMurphy, you loot! What on earth were you playing at? I catch my breath and check on him, but he's simply happily rolling on his back in the sand. Me was having a grand time until you men handled me with those big meaty paws of yours. Nah, get serious. What? Calm down, Car. You look like you're in a pop. You've been underwater for ages. I didn't see you come in for air once. I've been blessed with a fantastic breathing apparatus. But I didn't know that, did I? You were worried about me? Aw, Karen. Now that is touching indeed. I feel like a damsel in distress rescued by a charming. I didn't let me finish that sentence. You may think that you're clever and funny, but let me assure you that no one else here is laughing, jumping off cliffs without warning, and drinking while you're swimming. Not very clever at all. I wasn't drinking while I was swimming. That'd be impossible. I know. I'm tired. I tried. I know. I tried. The more cross I am, it seems, the more amusing McMurphy finds it. You may not realize it, mister, but I have a duty of care towards you, all of you cats. So if something happens to me, you're afraid you'll get in trouble. And they're thinking you care for me because you like me. You deliberately turn this around and infuriates me further. Stop being manipulative! You know how much I care about you? Of course I do. But you can be very tricky, you know. Shall we open this? He reached over to a bottle of grog he's taken from the wreckage. You look like he used something to take the edge off. No, McMurphy, I do not want any of that. Thank you very much. So, what is it you like, Kara? He flashes me a raw fish. Ha ha ha. Grin. And when you stop being so reckless, you'll give me a heart attack. Well, much as your heart is of considerable concern to me, Kara, I'm afraid I can't promise to stop being what I am. It's like asking the wind to stop blowing. The wind does stop blowing sometimes. He lets out a long laugh. You really are a scientist, Kara. Nothing will ever change that. I understand what he's saying. I need to allow him to do his own thing. Okay, come on. Let's start heading back. Actually, Kara, you go ahead on ahead. I'll catch up later. He winks. I'm in no doubt as to what you want to do for the rest of the day. So these two probably finish his off because nobody else is on here. As the sun goes down, I decide to retreat to my tent for light. When I undo the flap, I see McMurphy curled up asleep on my pillow. Hey! You decided to go drinking and now you're asleep on my pillow? McMurphy, you're gonna get fur all over everything. Oh. Hey there, Kara. You're back late, you rapscallion. Why are you on my bed? Oh, come on, we both knew I'd get in your bed eventually, didn't we? My hands reached for the spray bottle, but McMurphy throws up his paws defensively. I'm an unarmed cat, Kara. I've actually came to give you something for good behavior. Uh-huh. Tell me you sent back now. Give me something. What? Sure. Now you're listening. You liar. I found something that might just interest you. If it's more of that grog, McMurphy, I can assure you that I'm not interested in the slightest. I sit on the edge of my bunk and push off push him off my pillow, but allow him to stay on the bed. As he moves reluctantly aside, I can see a black corner poking out from under my blanket. What's that? Why don't you take a look? Sorry, I took another bite. I am skeptically nervous of what he's roping me into now. Tell me what it is first. Will you just pick it up, Kara? It won't bite. I carefully reach for and realize it's a small leather book, beautifully aged and yet seems to be in good condition. I open it as gently as I can, for fear it might turn to ash in my hands. On the first page, smudged and faded, but not destroyed by time or water, are the words. Captain's log. I can't stop myself from gasping out loud. Oh, Murph, where did you find this? There's a lot you can find at the bottom of a bottle. We're 12. Are you impressed? Impressed? Speechless. I can use your furry head. He looks drunk in this picture. What's with the double horns? I don't know how to feel about some of these photos. Well, don't let me just stand in your way and get you to breathe your passion. I really notice he's still speaking as I begin to try to decipher the entries and instantly engrossed. 1789. The men are getting restless. They begin to fear for the continued safe running of the life vessel, of which they are in mind to take ownership. If the captain's instructions serve me right. Are you listening? Oh, sorry, what? I said maybe I should leave you to it then. Yes, no, wait, McMurphy, tell me where you really got this from. Was it the treasure chest? Nedgar, would you believe me? That thing was full of nothing but sand and salt water. The bit of treasure, on the other hand, I found at the bottom of one of my crates of grog, hidden between the bottles. But this belongs to the captain. Why would it be in the cruise provisions? I'll let you figure that one out, Brainiac. Aw, think of the puzzles keep you amused on all of your cold, lonely nights. McMurphy smirks and saunters out of my tent. Yes, new, unlocked, Recon 15. Sweet. If I rest, I have these two. I'll rest really quick. Ah, my arm's asleep. Whoa! Trixie and Kibbles have brought me to the ridge where the pools of colored water collect. We call them the Rainbow Pond. It's a very beautiful day, and there's a vivid rainbow across the sky. Kibbles is over on the other side of me, shouting, "Wow! Look at this! Come over here!" He sounds further away than he is. My heart isn't quite right, but I don't mind. What is it? You need to see this. I'm suddenly beside him. He's looking over the edge of the cliff, and when I look out, the sea is further away than I expected. Such a long way down. Do you see? And I feel a push from behind, and as I begin to fall, I hear Trixie laughing. Curiosity did what? Rude. And I'm not falling at all. I'm floating like a feather. Fly, little birdie, fly away home. This is the best feeling ever. I'm going higher now, up towards the rainbow. I'm going to touch it. Mind you don't get scorched by the sun. I feel myself being shaken. Homie, you really ought to go in now. It's too hot to keep out here sleeping. I'm on the porch of the scrubs. Glasses behind my tent. I was just having a moment, shut-eyed in the sun. Must have fallen asleep. Oh, thank you, Trixie. I fell at the calico cat and I surreptitiously scratched the picketing hay on my legs. I don't think I said that right. Dang it! Alright, Recon 15. The diary McMurphy discovered in the shipwreck could have been some invisible information. The book McMurphy gave me is sitting in my lap. I wonder what the pirate's diary is going on and it's silent. Maybe there will be some clues within. How do you know it's the pirate? The rock leads. I felt an almighty clash, and then silence and stillness everywhere. It took a few seconds to gather my thoughts and understand what had happened here. If it would ever really be possible to understand this god-forsaken place. I know how we got so far off course to reach here, but in that moment, immediately after we hit the rocks, I knew two things. I was alive, and we were on an island. I felt grateful. It felt like a chance of survival, and I was determined to grasp it. I felt my legs intact, thank God, and began crawling over the slate and shingle that seemed to stretch upward into eternity. What type of place was this? Darkness was falling fast, but I needed to make sure we would be safe in this unexplored terrain. Who knew what would happen during the long night? What creatures may it bring? Even what strange meteorological anomalies. Looking at the sky, I felt anything was possible, and we ought to be prepared. We had to work fast. I assembled the men, raggle-taggle, though we were, into some sort of orderly unit in hope that the familiarity of discipline would raise morale. We were all tired, cold, hungry. Some of us needed medical attention. This was not going to be easy, but it was trained for, and I would rather die than let mine. See, it can't be a pirate. It sounds clearly like the merchant. I'm gonna read it like it was the merchant, not the pirate. I'm gonna assume it's an English brute with East Trading Company. We need to make some shelter. My voice sounded thin and weak, the sound of the waves crashing. At first light, I looked around and began to take the stock properly. It was gratifying to see that the temporary shelter we had come together last night was still intact. A no disaster had befallen us to add to the difficulties we were already burdened with. Considering the conditions we erected this makeshift covered in, and how short a time, I felt heartened for the first time since we were out at sea. Before the strange electrical storm began that ended with us being thrust here against the unforgiving rocks of this terrifying place. We could do so much more with daily on our side and food in our bellies. So they were shipwrecked on this island? The thought of being the first inhabitants here is terrifying. How on earth did they survive? Maybe they didn't. I want to believe that they were rescued, but that seems unlikely. I'll read more this evening. As I put the book away, a small piece of paper falls in my lap. It must have been hidden once the page isn't long. It's a note, maybe a letter? Sally, I know your word for me, but the men do not treat me bad. They give me food and do not beat me so much anymore. Oh, the captain is not so fearsome as what they say, and is giving me lessons on my writing. I'm improving. Young sailor. And I'm improving. I practice all night because I can't sleep. I work hard sometimes till my hands crack and bleed, but I still use them every morning and pray to you that you are safe and well and that we'll be together once again. I miss you so much. The seas have not been smooth. Sometimes I worry that we'll capsize completely and be lost out here forever. But I would swim the wildest oceans back to you, my sweet sister. I hope you are practicing your writing too. I would love to read your clever poems again. Your loving brother, Jim. What a sweet letter. I wonder what became of Jim. He's a cat. I hope he's a cat. I really hope he's a cat. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Probably gonna do romance one more time and then maybe research because my voice is so tired. I'm so tired. Alright, Murphy. Look at that star, and now take yourself 1,000 miles beyond it and tell yourself what you see. I laugh as McMurphy passes me the bottle. I take a swig before replying. McMurphy, what are you talking about? Just do it, Kara. That big shiny one way up there. Go 1,000 miles beyond that. Tell me what you get to. I smile. I'm party on Venus. Oh yeah? Whoa. Squid, calm down. Don't sploosh, Squid, don't sploosh. There's so many goddesses there. McMurphy, they're all naked. You should see this. The laughing stops. Or maybe it was only in my head to begin with. I looked down at the fluffy cat. He seems to be far from his usual self. You okay, kitty cat? I think there's a big pub in that sky. McMurphy grins and closes his eyes. Are you Jim or are you the captain? There I am. My. Whoa. Ew. Oh, anyways. And there I am, my big human toes warmly by the fireplace. He might have been a former human. But by human toes. And my long hair in the same dark golden color as the ale. I have been my man. They're singing lots of it. People dancing all around. Those that can't find space to dance on the floor, dance on the tables, naturally. There's an old sky pirate in the corner, telling his stories to anyone who will listen of the time he sailed to Jupiter or Mars. And you're there too, of course. You sat right next to me. We've unlimited drinks because we're famous in these parts. We're practically royalty. Royalty! I said loyalty. Ale, stout, beer, whiskey too. They just keep coming. When it gets dark and the place is quiet, we sneak out in the back of the beer garden. There's a clear view of Earth from where we're sitting. We don't miss it. McMurphy spits. We talk about our adventures, about how we sailed off into this damn island, and how the ship became airborne. We talk about how we fought the big-breasted, bloodthirsty alien wrench of the Emerald Star, and how we had to charm our way out of the space slug's lair, and I reckon we had a lot of fun. Of course, you wouldn't be able to keep your paws off me. You'd be begging me to kiss, and I'd be saying, "Now, Kara, I'm not a piece of meat, you know." And you'd be saying, "Oh, Murphy, please, just one more of your world-famous kisses, the fancy French kind." And I'll be saying, "Please, Kara, control yourself." I start snickering again. What are you laughing at? You? Are you trying to say that you wouldn't be all over me if I was human? Of course I wouldn't. Ouch. Now don't be mean. You're the one begging me for a kiss. What on earth gives you that idea? Oh no, my face. Oh no, my face. Oh no, my face. On top of the morning. On top of the morning, Kara, I love you so much to be sure. Give me a smacker or a burn. That is so offensive. I stopped laughing. Okay, my face is normal again. What just happened? I'm very concerned. Very, very concerned. I went a little too far there. I'm sorry. McMurphy lets out a wry smile. Well, maybe I should try to steal a kiss. Little kiss. Who could blame me? You wouldn't get one. McMurphy's smile disappears. You know something, Kara? I think I should just come out and say it. Say what? You're alright. There's a pause. Not an uncomfortable pause, just a slightly confusing one. You're alright too. McMurphy is gazing at the stars. I don't know what I'm doing. It's strange. It's a strange feeling. I'm used to being a step ahead of everybody. Well, 2 steps ahead of you. Hey, don't be rude, Murph. I laugh. McMurphy grins. This feeling, it isn't new to me, but I'm still not sure what it is. All I know is that you get me in a way no one has before, and I get you, too. Even if you don't care to admit it, I guess it's time to let the cat out of the bag. Without thinking, I turn around. I'm so used to bagging and unbagging cats for my work that I take him literally. But his expression stops me from reacting. I've become attached. I have to say that I've become attached to you in the last few weeks. It's been weeks. You've captured my heart, and I don't want to be without you. I don't know about the other 2. I want to go with it. Well, I wasn't expecting that, McMurphy. I've had so much fun, felt so free, or been happy in such as the time I've been spent without you. I think I care about. Yeah, my heart. Something I missed it. That was my fault. To my surprise, McMurphy looks visibly relieved. Kara, I look forward to many more adventures with you. Relationships goals. McMurphy. Achievement unlocked. Alright, and one final thing. You know what? I don't know how long it's gonna take. I have more to do. Alright, for right now then, I guess I'll save this for the next episode because it's been another good hour. Yes, main menu. Alright, so if anything Guys, this has been a lot of fun. My throat still hates me right now, but if anything, if you like it, please let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Please let me know how you feel. This one's fun. I hope you guys like the voices that I'm doing. I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing them as well as I'd like. I'm probably pretty sure I have to wait till I have to be on my own so I can just be as loud as possible when doing these voices. But it's just so much fun. But if any, it's, so much buts, and if anything's, I'm sorry. But just thank you so much, guys, for joining me for this adventure, and I'm hoping you're liking this one. I have a lot more games in store for you, and hopefully a lot of playthroughs set, especially for the week I'm going to be gone. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!